Okay, so now that we have some tone going on other than just drums, I want to revisit the drums just a little bit. Now that we have some other stuff going on, we're losing the power of the kick a little bit, and there's definitely a mid-range happening in the drums that might just be a little too strong. So we have our submasters here. So we have everything drum kit wise except for the kick going to this drum master here. So I'm gonna solo that. So I have this Eliza EQ again, and I picked some frequencies, basically right around 1K. We're gonna cut about a dB and a half almost, and then down at 115, 110 hertz, we're gonna put the sharper bell button in and cut also, and that's about 2 dB. So check this out. We're just gonna clean up the frequencies a little bit. So that helps. Let's add our kick back in. So I want to take advantage of our parallel kick channel here and see what we can come up with that. So I put a SSL compressor, Sound Toys decapitator, and the Waves L1 limiter. So first we're gonna leave this kick channel completely natural, no plugins, and the one next to it feeding from the same bus is where we're gonna do our heavy processing, and then we'll get a blend and mix the two together. So we're gonna start off just really compressing the kick. So we're making it a lot smaller. Fast release, slow attack. So we get the attack through, but then it really clamps down on the meat of the sound, but then it rises up for that kind of vinyl crispiness it's adding in. Then our decapitator, I'm just going to distort the heck out of it. And we'll blend the mix back a little bit. It almost sounds like fire after the kick. It's kind of cool. And then we're going to set the limiter. So definitely on the hard attacks, it's getting hit by the brick wall limiter, and then the smaller attacks are just barely hitting it. But we've definitely reduced the dynamic range, and now the kick is a whole different long sustaining kind of dirty sound. Here's the original. Here's our super processed. So we're going to blend them together. Add that in with the kit. So you can see when I turn on that parallel, the energy of that kick drum and the tone and the excitement it comes alive. Obviously, there's a volume difference, but even tonally, because the drum is so much more compressed and distorted, it takes on a new character. If that becomes, too much later, we can always just reduce this fader. So I want to go back to this loop that has the shaker and smooth that out a little bit. So there's just a little harsh on the high end. So pull out this notch at 5200 or 5K. What are we doing? 5.5 dB almost. And then, if you guys don't know this plugin, this is a great plugin. This is the UAD version, the Brainworks Refinement. They also have a Plugin Alliance version. And it's basically kind of just a de-harshing plugin. They call it harshness control. So I literally, all I did was turn up the dampening about 6 dB. So check out the difference. So it just smooths that shaker right out. And we don't want the high end to be brash. We want it to be nice and smooth. That way you can listen to the mix fairly loud, enjoy it, have fun with it, and it not be painful.